Hi, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, Chriskayoga. In today's video, we will be doing a Vinyasa class. I have done this class once before on my channel and everyone seemed to really enjoy it, so I decided to create another Yin and Vinyasa sequence. So it's basically, if you didn't see the last one, it's Vinyasa yoga and Yin yoga combined into one class. So we'll start out with some movement, more dynamic movement in the Vinyasa yoga style, and then we'll slowly integrate some Yin poses and holding the poses for a bit longer as you would in the Yin style of yoga. And we will end the sequence with more Yin style poses. You will need a yoga blanket and a yoga block for this class, and all of the substitutions are listed in the description box below the video. Before we get started, if you aren't yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below for 2 free yoga classes every single week. It is completely free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. There is no risk whatsoever. It just lets YouTube know that you enjoy my videos and you want to keep taking my yoga classes. You don't even get notified anymore unless you hit that bell. If you want to get notified about when my videos are live weekly, you can hit that bell button as well next to the subscribe button. It is totally up to you, but I would love to have you as a part of this growing community of awesome and very kind and nice people. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. We're going to begin on our hands and knees, coming into a child's pose. Touch your big toes together, separate your knees apart. Sit your hips onto your heels and relax your head down onto the ground. Keep your arms stretching out in front of you. Close your eyes. Begin to deepen your breathing. Inhaling and exhaling deeply through your nose. Quiet your mind. Focus all of your attention on your inhales and your exhales. Remain here for several deep breaths. Slowly bring yourself up onto your hands and your knees, bringing your knees directly underneath your hips. Shins are parallel to one another. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Spine is straight to start out. On an inhale, tuck your toes and arch your back. Spreading your shoulders wide, looking up and forward for cow pose. Exhale, untuck your toes, curve your spine in the opposite direction, looking back towards your legs for cat pose, reaching that upper back all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale for cow, tuck your toes, arch your back, spread your shoulders wide. Exhale, untuck your toes, curve your spine in the opposite direction for cat pose once again. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. And continue to move on your own breath timing. With each inhale, find your cow pose. And with each exhale, find your cat pose. And move on your own timing here. And slowly come to a flat back, neutral spine, and from here, stay on your knees. Walk your hands slightly forward and then bring your head to the floor, sliding your hands forward even further for melting heart pose. As you're here, you can relax your arms, sink your chest down towards the ground, open your armpits towards the ground. We're going to remain here for several deep breaths, so breathing deeply in and out through your nose and hold. Lift your head up and we'll take a twist, taking your left arm, threading it underneath the right. Bring the left temple to the floor and twist your upper body here, keeping your legs stable. Slowly come up out of your twist, and we're going to twist on the other side, threading your right arm underneath your left. Bring your right temple to the floor and remain here in your twist. Slowly come up out of your twist. We're going to press into the ground with both of your hands, tuck your toes, and straighten your legs into downward facing dog. In your first down dog, pedal your legs, add some gentle movement into your downward facing dog. Press all of your fingers wide on the ground, keep your arms straight and active. Send your hips up and back towards the ceiling on the diagonal, and gently bending and straightening your legs. Alternating, breathing as you're moving. Continue to move gently in your downward dog. And slowly come to stillness in your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees. Look forward and take as many steps as you need up to the top of your yoga mat. Coming to a half forward fold, looking forward, straightening your spine. On your exhale, come to a forward fold. Relax your head over, bend your knees if your hands do not reach the floor, or use blocks if they're nearby. Breathe here for a moment. On your next inhale, as you come up to standing, press into the ground with both of your feet at the same time. Reach your arms all the way up. Looking up towards your hands, stretching both sides of your body, breathing here for a moment. And then on your following exhale, release your hands down by your side, standing up tall in mountain pose, either with your feet together or hips distance apart from each other. Feet are parallel. Inhale, rotate your upper arms around and raise them all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor, relax your head over completely. Inhale, look up halfway, straightening your spine. Exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Inhale, rotate your upper arms around, raising them all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor. Relax your head over completely. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Once more. Inhale, rotate your upper arms around, raise them all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor, relax your head over completely. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, come all the way up to standing once again. Reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. We'll take a sun salutation A here. Inhale, rotate your upper arms around once again. Raise them all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release your hands down to the ground, coming to a forward fold. Relaxing your torso over your legs and relax your head. Inhale, look up halfway, straightening your spine. Exhale, plant your palms flat onto the ground. Step back 1 foot at a time into plank pose. Hold for a moment. And from here, drop your knees down, untuck your toes, and lower your whole body onto your belly. Point your elbows up towards the ceiling. Have your palms flat on the ground next to your ribs, your head to the floor. Inhale, come into your low cobra arch by lifting your head and your shoulders off the ground, using your upper back muscles to hold you up. And exhale, bring your head back down. Inhale, once again, come back to your low cobra arch. Keep the tops of your feet on the floor behind you. Exhale, lower down. Last time, take an inhale, lift the head and the shoulders off the ground. Test your hands to be sure you're using your upper back muscles to hold you up. And then on your exhale, bring your head down. Tuck your toes and press yourself up into downward facing dog. Hold your downward dog. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale from here. Raise your right leg all the way up behind you. Step it forward in between your hands. From here, bring your right knee directly above the right ankle. Drop the left knee down onto the floor and untuck the toe. We're going to hold here in our low lunge for several deep breaths, looking down towards the ground, pressing the hips down towards the floor. Hold here, breathing deeply. From here, bring your hands in the center line of your body on the big toe side of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the right even further towards the edge of your yoga mat. You can stay up on your hands here or drop down onto your forearms. We're going to hold here, looking down in your low lunge lizard stretch. Feeling a deep stretch in your hip socket, softening the right hip, stretching the front of your left hip, and breathing here. Slowly come up onto your hands. Shift your weight slightly onto your left knee so you can take your blanket, if you're using a blanket, place it horizontally on your yoga mat here, and then we're going to shift your weight back forward onto our right leg and then walk the right foot over to the left side of your yoga mat. You might need to adjust, bringing yourself forward so that your hips can be placed on top of the blanket. Your right shin is on the diagonal in front of you. The outer edge of the shin is on the floor. The right foot is in towards the left hip, and your hips are resting on the blanket. Your back leg is on the floor behind you, toes pointed backwards. And we're going to relax in our pigeon pose here. So drop your head down, drop your arms down, stack your hands on top of one another, and bring your forehead to your hands. We're going to remain here for quite some time. So once you're settled, quiet your mind, focusing all of your attention on your breath, and relax into your pigeon pose. Bring yourself back up out of your forward fold gently. Give yourself some time. Press into the ground with both of your hands. Tuck your left toe. And then from here, step back into downward facing dog. Hold for a moment, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. From here, raise your left leg all the way up behind you. Step the foot forward in between your hands. Be mindful of your blanket. You can set it to the side if you would like for a moment. We're going to take low lunge. Drop your right knee down onto the floor. Untuck the toe. Keep that back leg on the diagonal as you sink your hips down towards the floor, stretching the front of your right hip, softening the left hip socket, and breathing here for a moment. From here, bring your hand in the center line of your body on the big toe side of your left foot. Walk your left foot outward to the left side of your yoga mat. And you can either stay here on your hands or drop down onto your forearms. Resting here in a lizard stretch. Send your hips down towards the floor, stretching the front of your right hip, softening your left hip socket deeply in flexion, and breathe here. Gently come up onto your hands, coming out of your lizard stretch. We're going to bring our hands to frame the left foot once again. If you removed your blanket and you would like to use it for this pigeon pose, set it back to where you need it to be, directly under your hips. You're walking your left foot over to the right, bringing that shin on the diagonal in front of your body. Your left foot is by your right hip. Your hips are resting on the blanket. The top of your right leg is on the floor behind you. Toes are pointed back. When you're settled with your legs, gently come into your forward fold. Stack the opposite hand on top than you did before. And when you're ready, place your head on top of your hands and relax in your pigeon pose. Slowly bring yourself back up out of your forward fold. Give yourself a bit of time. Tuck your right toe. Press into the ground with both of your hands and your right leg. Stepping the left foot back into downward facing dog. Breathing here for a moment. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And from here, place your knees down onto the floor. Come to sitting on your heels. Remove your blanket, and we will take our seated pose. So setting the blanket off to the side. Take a block, whichever block that you would like to use. Come to sitting on the ground. Place your block in front of you. I'm going to set it off to the side for now so you can see me. We'll start out by stretching the right leg out to the side, bringing the left leg bent and in. The foot is in towards the pelvis. Remain even on both sits bones at the bottom of your pelvis. Relax your feet. You can relax your legs. And when you're settled, place your block in front of you. And we're going to come to placing our head on top of the block. So once you're in your forward fold, you may need to adjust the block to get comfortable. We're going to remain here for quite some time. So find your forward fold. Place the head on the block. Place your hands down on the ground in front of you and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. As I said before, we're going to remain here for quite some time. Taking a deep breath in and out to start. And then begin to focus your attention on your breath and relax here. Bring some slight motion back into your body, gently moving your limbs. Use your hands to help lift your head off the block. And we'll come straight into the other side. Straighten the left leg out. Bend the right leg, bringing the foot in towards the pelvis, the right knee out to the side. Relax your legs, relax your feet. Once your legs are settled, remaining even on both sits bones at the bottom of your pelvis, place your block in front of you. We're going to come back into our forward fold on the other side. Adjust your block if needed. When you're settled, place your hands down on the ground in front of you, palms facing up. Quiet your mind once again by focusing all of your attention on your breath. Close your eyes if they weren't already, and remain here. Bring some slight motion back into your body. Use your hands to help lift your head off the block. Set the block off to the side. Take your legs, bend your knees, and place your feet on the floor in front of you. Place your hands down on the ground behind you, fingertips pointing away from your body. And we're going to take some windshield wiper poses to counter what we just did in our half butterfly. So from here, drop your legs to the left on your exhale. Take an inhale, lift your legs back up. On your exhale, drop your legs to the right. And inhale, legs up. Exhale, drop to the left. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift it up. Continue to move on your own breathing, right and left. Slowly come to stillness, and we'll come to lying on our back. Once you're settled, we'll take our Shavasana, our final pose of the class. Separate your legs, relax them completely. Have your hands down by your sides, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes and begin to deepen your breath. Once again, quieting your mind by focusing all of your attention on your breath. If another thought comes into your mind, gently set it to the side and come back to focusing on your breathing. And remain here, relaxing deeper and deeper into the ground with each exhale that you take. Bring some slight motion back into your body by gently moving your hands, your feet, your arms, and your legs. Bend both of your legs, roll onto the right side. Rest here with your arm bent underneath your head for support. Use your hands to help you. Come up to a seated, cross-legged position. Cross your shins, flex your feet underneath your knees. Bring your hands to your legs. Close your eyes, sit up tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your nose. Take a moment to say thank you to yourself for taking the time out of your day to practice yoga, and just say thank you to yourself. And bring your hands to meet at the center of your chest. Bow your head to your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments you might have in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for 2 free yoga classes every single week. It is completely free to subscribe, and I would love to have you as a part of this community that is growing every single day with awesome and amazing people, so definitely subscribe. For even more yoga from me, helpful yoga tips, advice, yoga resources, free yoga challenges, visit my website chriskayoga.com. And don't forget to also follow me on Instagram at chriskayoga for daily yoga updates, inspiration, motivation, advice and tips, just more yoga content from me on a daily basis. Head on over to Instagram and follow me over there as well. All of the links are listed in the description box below this video. Thank you so much. See you next time.